Welcome to Eerie Escapes. It's late evening, and after a long day, the parents are finally relaxing in their cozy room. The atmosphere is peaceful, and their child is slowly drifting off to sleep. But that calm doesn't last long. Out of nowhere, a blood-curdling scream tears through the silence, coming from the child's room.
Hey, do you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. So I'm gonna play me. Yeah. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, yum, dong, dong.
The mother rushes in, heart racing, fearing the worst. But when she gets there, the child is completely fine. Yet something feels terribly off. You see, there was a camera installed in the room, and what it captured that night is beyond chilling. The footage shows the child playing, their attention suddenly drawn to a strange light coming from beneath the bed. And then, without any warning, the child is inexplicably pulled under the bed. Yeah, you can imagine the mother's terror when she first watched that footage. What's even more unsettling? Some viewers who analyzed the video claim they could hear a distorted voice in the background right before the child disappears under the bed. Creepy, right? 2 days later, still shaken by the experience, the mother decides to thoroughly check the room. And this is where things get even more terrifying. When she looks under the bed, she finds an unnervingly lifelike doll just lying there. And as if that wasn't enough, the doll suddenly moves on its own. Now, internet users were quick to jump in, saying it must be mechanical. But here's the thing: the mother swore up and down that the doll had no mechanism. It wasn't supposed to move at all. To make matters worse, there's speculation that the entire ordeal could be tied to something sinister within the house itself. But unfortunately, we may never know the full story. The mother suddenly closed her profile, and now, only fragments of this haunting tale can be found scattered across Reddit. Whatever horrors this family faced, we can only hope they've managed to escape them. This next story was posted by a user who goes by ccelery6299, and honestly, the footage they captured is pretty eerie. A few years back, this viewer was flown out to Denver for treatment of a serious autoimmune disorder. While staying there, he lived in a home specifically meant for people dealing with severe medical conditions. But during his entire stay, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. He often felt a heavy, unsettling presence, like someone or something was always nearby, watching. Then one night, around 3 a.m., things took a bizarre turn. Something just outside his bedroom window caught his attention. Instinctively, he grabbed his phone and started recording, totally unaware of what he was about to capture. Just beyond his window, on the highway, he spotted something that sent chills down his spine. A misty apparition appeared, slowly moving along the road. But here's the strange part: it didn't move like a normal person. At first, it seemed like it was walking, but then, out of nowhere, it glided backward. Now, if that wasn't enough to freak you out, when you zoom in, the figure seems to have distinct features: a head, a torso, and even 2 legs. The more you look, the more unsettling it becomes. To this day, the viewer has no idea what they saw that night. Could it have been a spirit, maybe out for some kind of ghostly stroll? Or was it something else entirely? Whatever the case may be, the footage is undeniably chilling, and the image has stuck with them ever since. Maybe one day we'll get more answers, But for now, we're left to wonder, and honestly, it's kind of hard to stop thinking about it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you're into paranormal stories like this, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. This next story comes from a recent video shared by a young woman who had just lost her father, a man she was incredibly close to. Now, this one's not just emotional, but also a bit mysterious. It all happened on her birthday, a day already filled with a lot of feelings. But what was captured on video turned the moment into something unforgettable.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I want to know the details. All right, here, honey. The girl's got to have a present. This is from me. Yeah. Did you know?
So, here's the setup. Her mother, knowing how special the bond was between her daughter and her late father, decided to give her a unique gifted teddy bear that played a recording of his voice.
Should we cut the cake? Yeah. Jackie, you want to get a knife? Press its pause, sweetie.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can, just come visit me, okay? Okay?
You can imagine how touching that must have been, right? Hearing her dad's voice again through the bear was a beautiful tribute. But then, something really strange happened.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can, just come visit me, okay? Okay?
Shut up. No way. That has not worked. That has not worked.
As she listened to the bear, the sirens on a collection of fire truck models suddenly went off in a different room. And here's where it gets even weirder. These fire truck models had been broken for years, and they actually belonged to her father. Oh, and did I mention? Her father had been a professional firefighter. So yeah, the fact that his old fire trucks suddenly blared their sirens at that exact moment, it's hard to call it just a coincidence. Given how personal this experience was, it's unlikely anyone would make something like this up. The whole thing felt genuine, almost like her father found a way to reach out from beyond, using his old toys to remind her that he was still looking out for her. And for it to happen on her birthday. That's pretty incredible. So what do you guys think? Was this just a coincidence or something more? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you love these heartwarming but mysterious stories. This next video comes from an urban explorer who got way more than he bargained for during his latest adventure. Armed with just a camera, he decided to venture into the overgrown ruins of an old abandoned building, hoping to capture some cool footage of the decaying structure. But what he caught on film. Yeah, it's something that'll make your skin crawl. At first, everything seemed pretty normal, just the typical rundown building. But here's where it gets creepy. It wasn't until he reviewed the footage later that he noticed something chilling. As he was filming through a doorway into one of the rooms, a ghostly white apparition appeared. And I'm not talking about a random shadow or light flare. This was a full-on figure, draped in white with long, dark hair, standing completely still inside the room. What makes it even scarier? As he kept exploring the building, the translucent figure seemed to move out of view, almost like it was watching him, and then just slipped away. After seeing this footage, it definitely makes you think twice about exploring abandoned places. They might not be as empty as they look. Let me finish up today with a story I found on one of the paranormal subreddits. The author had stepped outside for a quick cigarette break, and while he got what he came out for, an unsettling feeling crept over him. You know that feeling when you're sure someone's watching you? Yeah, that's exactly what he felt. But when he looked around, no one was there. After a few minutes, though, something caught his eye.
What the fuck, bro?
In the window of a nearby building, he saw what looked like a face staring straight at him. And here's the weird part: after just a moment, the face vanished. No movement, no warning, just gone, like it had never been there. Now, was it just his mind playing tricks on him, or was it something way more mysterious? I'll let you decide on this one. And that's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new here and enjoy paranormal stories like this, consider subscribing. It's free, fun, and it helps me out a lot. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.